This world is full of lies. Lies that are spread around with words that form quotes that are repeated over and over again. Start to think that they are actually true. We start to use them in our decision making. They start to affect us. They start to form a part of our identity. But often these are just quotes created by another human like you and I. They've been manipulated, shortened, or taken out of context and used to pass convenient messages. But here's one crazy thing. We have all fallen victims to the toxicity of some of these quotes at several times in our lives. We just don't realize it. In this video, I'm going to be exposing some of these very toxic quotes and maybe even give you a few moments along the way. Let's get to it.
Morning. Early bird gets the worm, eh?
This saying often used to emphasize that if you start something very early, your chances of success are much higher. It's actually a shortened out quote first found in a 1605 book of Proverbs, which reads out as, "The early bird gets the worm, but the second mouse gets the cheese." It's okay to not always be the first one to do something. In fact, being the second mouse gives you a chance to learn and adapt from the mistakes that the first mouse would have overlooked and save you from the trap that the first mouse would fall victim to. This one is for all my generalists out there who have been mocked for not concentrating on the mastery of a single trade or skill. In fact, the original quote, "A jack of all trades is a master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one," was used to describe and compliment a certain William Shakespeare, who often found himself being the better playwright among his peers because of how broad his range around cinema was. In fact, it's been proven that career generalists often do better in most fields than specialists, and data and several publications like Range by David Einstein have proven it over the years. So be proud to be a jack of all trades.
Son, you know what they say, Rome wasn't built in a day.
I often find this one said to people who want to accomplish a great big task and find themselves being overwhelmed by the work they have to put in. Well, the full quote is actually, "Rome wasn't built in a day, but they were laying bricks every hour." The quote is rather telling us to acknowledge that such a task will not happen overnight, but actionable steps should be taken and regularly to achieve this dream. Discipline would get you where motivation cannot.
Great minds think alike.
Great minds think alike.
Oh. Hey. Great minds think alike.
But actually, according to the original quote, great minds think alike, though fools seldom differ.
And blood is thicker than water.
Blood is thicker than water.
Remember, blood is thicker than water.
Yep, we've all had a family member pull this one out when we've had to make a decision between family and friends. Well, the actual quote, "The blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb," actually means the opposite. In fact, it means that the bonds you create by choice can often be more important than the bonds of the people you are bound to by just being related to them. Repetition and familiarity is such a powerful tool. When we hear something said over and over again by different people and different voices, you begin to think that these things are actually true. But they are just words, and we have the power to choose what we want to believe. It's what makes us human. So this is my small channel, and it would mean a lot if you could like this video and subscribe and leave your comments. Let me know which of these quotes gave you the biggest moment. So see you in the next video. Ciao. Hey, hey, Mr. Blue, yes, it's me, we'll be with you.